Alright, we're going to the Brevard Zoo.
We're going near the Brevard Zoo.
We're going near the Brevard Zoo.
We're going to the Linear Park.
A road trip to the Brevard Zoo will be another video, but this is kind of near it, so...
This is going to be, well, no, it's the same parking lot.
Well, it's the same parking lot. This is just one of the takes that I'm doing. Because I do want to get multiple takes to, you know, just to vlog what's going on here.
Yeah, we thought we'd take a car ride.
And I figured I'd record it because, you know, I got to start vlogging.
Right?
Fun.
Record it for fun.
Yeah. And I figured, you know, even the next time I go there, I'm still going to record it, so that way you can see a little bit of what I do in my life. You know, like you can see car rides and stuff. Because these vlogs can be fun. Like, you never know what could happen on these. You never...
Well, hopefully it's a nice, boring drive.
Yeah, I'm hoping for that.
Because exciting drives, well, that frequently means somebody got hurt.
And of course, there's certain things I would like to play, but because we know how YouTube is, we cannot play copyright stuff.
We cannot play copyrighted music, so there's no tunes on this because we don't pay for a subscription service either.
The only tunes I could really do would be the no copyright sounds.
Yeah.
Which we got good songs from no copyright sounds. Like we got the Heavyweight, and we got other ones that I think are on the no copyright sounds. But we can only play no copyright sounds. Because if we play other stuff, then we get a copyright strike.
Now, do we want to have a talking drive or a quiet drive?
Well, I think we can do some talking here, because like I said, you know, I like to talk on a lot of these videos, and
do you like to talk?
And if we can get that old hard drive, then more videos will be brought back to the channel. If only we can get that old hard drive that crashed.
Well, Windows has crashed several of our computers doing updates that the Windows update system says it wouldn't take, but they tried it anyway, even though I had automatic updates turned on.
Yeah, I kind of wish we could do...
Bricked a couple of computers.
Yeah,
I'm not happy with that.
I'm actually quite peeved with that. Because honestly, I wish I could get the old videos off the old computer, but unfortunately we can't, because we all know how Windows love to do that. They always had to mess everything up. But one of these days, when we get the opportunity to repair, we're going to see if we can recover old videos that you'll never see on the channel before. And one thing I did notice, Schindlerhaupt came back. You know, he came back with new videos. Like, he made a video talking about the future of his channel, and then he started uploading more videos. Like, he's got the hotel review tour with Jacob. Remember,
well, a lot of filmers, they get older, and they get busy.
But then it was nice.
They film in high school, because high school students generally have a fair bit of time. And they film if they're going to college, because again, if you get your studying done, you've got leftover time, and you're usually in a different area.
Well, I think it was awesome the fact that he got the opportunity to film with Jacob, and Jacob did a video with him where they both did hotel tours, and it was, now as much as the bed was disgusting, in the hotel tour that they did together, the bed was disgusing, but it was funny.
We're not going to be talking about other people's videos, though, right?
Okay, yeah.
I mean, we're not talking about other videos. This is a video we're doing distinctly.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing that you need to understand about
these
filmers is they grow up, and after they finish school, they're usually busy with work. And work quite often takes more time than school. I mean, school has vacations that you don't get with work. I mean, they all take off generally at least a week for spring break, they take off a couple of weeks for Christmas and New Year. They take off time for Thanksgiving. And there's generally a break between semesters or quarters, especially if they're not going to summer school. But even if they're going to summer school, there's a break.
We're getting close. I think we're, oh yeah, we're a few miles to the zoo.
Yeah, we're still a few miles out. But even if you go to summer school, there's a break between the end of the spring semester and the summer semester, and between the summer and the fall.
Yeah.
So, college students get vacation.
Yeah, it makes sense. But I don't think that's really the case with him. Maybe
When
it's just...
when you finish school, whether it's high school or college, and high school has vacation too.
Well, I think the case with Shillahot is he lost his interest in filming, I believe.
Well, he got too busy for it.
Well, he actually said, I think in his video, that he lost his interest, but then he decided to get the idea to come back to it based on his announcement.
Yeah, well, the losing interest was he probably filmed everything that was around him. He didn't have anything new to film, and he was busy with things that were more important to him at the time.
But now he says that he's going to come back and refilm certain things, which
Well,
I'm going to start doing the same thing myself.
I wonder if he's moved,
I always
or
wonder
if
that.
they've modded a bunch of different elevators near where he lives.
I think it's going to be great when we move out to certain places. We're going to film certain elevators, like you know, the Cape Canaveral Household Parking Garage elevator. That's going to be updated at some point on my channel.
Well, they just updated it.
Well, they updated it, but like I said, I will be doing more videos on certain locations as long as I can get access to them. Like, if I can get into a place to film an elevator, I'll show it. Exploration Tower, unfortunately, is permanently closed.
Well, it's permanently closed as a tourist attraction run by the port of Port Canaveral. But they haven't torn the building down. And they are looking to find somebody who wants to rent it. Now, the person who wants to rent it, we don't know what they're going to be doing with it. They thought Exploration Tower was going to be a bigger venue for people to rent for parties and stuff. But it didn't have any single rooms that were big enough for very much partying. And the balcony on the roof wasn't big enough to hold a lot of people for launch watching.
Yeah. And we're still waiting. The red light just went through. Yeah.
So it was losing money every year. It never made a profit. As a matter of fact, it never even broke even. So they're hoping somebody can rent it out as office space, or they can figure out how to make it work as a tourist attraction. I don't know. But depending on what kind of business takes it over, we might be able to go again.
The cool thing about YouTube is, in the old days, if I mean, you still got a time limit. If you don't have your channel verified, then you still have that 15-minute time limit, which means you can cut it off at 14 minutes and 59 seconds. But now, if you're verified, you can go over that limit, and you can like make 12 hours. 12 hours would be the limit, you know, if you're verified.
Yeah, we kind of did that with, you've done 2 loop videos now.
Yeah, I remember I did the 10 hours Vine board, which is definitely a really long video, which you can pretty much make them as long as you want, as long as they're in the 12-hour limit. You can pretty much do videos that are as long as you want. Like, you could film a whole day of footage, and you could put up that entire day of footage without editing.
Well,
You pretty much could do it. YouTube does give you the option to do it.
Whether or not that's practical depends on
What the case is.
your computer
And your editor.
and your editor program and your internet connection.
But I do have the ability to upload really long stuff.
Well, you did the driving loop that was 11 hours, 53 minutes, and I don't know how many seconds.
But one of these days, I will get a road trip video that'll legit be at the 12-hour mark, maybe.
Yeah.
One of these days. I mean, depending on which road trip we go on, and depending on what happens with the road trip, it might be the shortest video on YouTube or the longest.
We'll just wait and see. Okay.
But you know how it is. I mean, I know the Roanoke road trip. My longest road trip video at this point is the Roanoke one, which is 5 hours. Just over the 5 hours.
It's okay.
Well, I know it's just okay, but
No, actually, that was a long drive.
yeah, it was kind of fun to watch the video, right? But but a lot of it seems to not really be edited. I did edit one part because I did say a rude word, which I'm not really gonna say, but I did edit that out. That's the only part that I edited, though. Most of it was all.
That's fine.
I know that's fine, but most of it I actually left unedited. Most of it
was just quietly driving.
Yeah. There was that one part.
You weren't even chatting like you are now.
There was that one part where I thought the phone broke. I can never forget about that situation at the 5-hour mark, right? Where I thought something broke.
Well, you bumped the phone and it fell into that gap storage spot between the front seats.
I don't think I really have the raw footage for the Roanoke trip anymore because I think we've deleted that, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure we have. But we do have more footage that's going to be coming, though. As I'm finding my raw files, and yes, as you know, for those who have been following the Road Trip channel, the channel that you're on, there are some raw files that I am occasionally releasing depending on what's been shown. You know, like sometimes you like if you saw the last video where I was at the beach where I fell in the ocean, you may have seen the raw. Some of you may have seen the raw files, and some
you got the live stream. You've got the edited of you falling in the ocean, and you've got the raw files of your view of live stream.
Yeah. Which I am going to start doing more of that in the future. Like when we go to the Orlando airport, there will be more raw files in the future. Like there probably will be a couple more raw files in the future. But like I said, the thing that obviously gets noted with these raw files is they're unedited. So therefore sometimes, depending on what's on the raw files, sometimes it can be uncensored. You know, in some cases, occasionally the raw files, you know, will be uncensored. Edited files will be censored, but raw files are unedited, so they're uncensored. But I think everybody knows that. But here we are at the Brevard Zoo.
Not yet.
Oh, this is not the Brevard Zoo?
This is the entrance to the Brevard Zoo. We're not there yet.
Oh, we're
across
not.
the street.
Oh yeah, so we gotta wait.
And we have to drive down that little road to get to the parking lot.
And also, maybe in the next few years or so, we can do the canopy walk again. Or the next...
There's a problem with the canopy walk.
Yeah, you gotta be weighted certain things.
You have to weigh, they have a weight limit of 250 pounds.
Well, I don't think I'm ever gonna be 250 pounds. Or maybe I will, maybe I won't.
Well, 250 pounds is not an unreasonable weight for your height. Okay?
I know last time I did a Brevard Zoo canopy walk, I got stuck. And my reaction was rather priceless. I have the full video for those who want to see it.
Saved.
I got the full video on the main channel, which you go and check it out. It's rather funny, but I still hope to get another video of this place again.
The zoo is closing at 2?
Oh no.
Why? Well, we're not going into the zoo proper.
No, we're not going into the zoo.
We're going to a walk in the the other end.
And like I said, I will do another
And
video.
that says it closes at 7.
I will do another video going to the Brevard Zoo. This is just the video of walking around the Brevard Zoo.
This is the linear park at the Brevard Zoo. You do not need to go into the zoo to go to the linear park, just like you do not need to go into the zoo to canopy walk.
No.
Although it does take you to where you can hear some of the animals.
Yeah.
It's also not far from 95, so you can hear traffic in spots as well.
It's gonna be fun one of these days when we go to the Brevard Zoo. We're gonna do a walking around video and then
Okay, you're walking.
wow.
Well, it's hard to see traffic coming sometimes.
This will just be called Road Trip Near Brevard Zoo.
Yep, this is the road trip end to end for Murrell Road. Started at that traffic light in Rockledge. And it ends the zoo. Okay, I don't have a stop sign, but you do. That's a bit annoying. See, it says linear park.
I also thought it was funny that somebody managed to slow down Windows 95 startup for 48 hours. I've never expected that somebody could do that on YouTube. You know, as much as people have been doing the 10...
Yeah, something going on at the zoo.
600 feet.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, up there it says, do not enter.
Right.
So I'm going to park
Yeah.
up here.
I just think it's kind of interesting that YouTube. I think it's kind of interesting that people have done the 48 hours on YouTube and stuff. I don't think I can do that.
Turn left. Then your destination will be on the right.
I don't think I can do that.
Your
But that's just
destination
my
is on the right.
thing. Here we are at the Brevard Zoo.
Yeah.
And since I'm
Actually,
talking.
technically we went past the Brevard Zoo. We are now at the linear park.
Yeah, and of course I'm talking to myself, but I don't really care.
Okay. So
I apologize if I repeated things too many
that's
times.
okay.
But here we are at the Brevard Zoo.
Yep.
We're going to go ahead and stop the video.
Yeah, you stop that video.